Hi sparkly beings, welcome back to my channel. Today we have a 30-minute session devoted to the full moon in Pisces with the lunar eclipse. The lunar eclipse is an invitation to release things, to let them go, and things will just kind of fall away naturally, but know that there's something that you're meant to do instead. So it's just kind of like a nice little diverting in your path. This session is to help you kind of sync up with that energy within. We connect with the chakras that are associated with Pisces and energy that's happening in this time. So we're focusing on the sacral chakra, which is your creativity, your third eye, and your crown chakra. Pisces is a very spiritual sign. Generally, they're quite philosophical and easygoing, so this is a way to allow you to tap into that energy that's currently around. Full moons are also usually a time of kind of harvesting what you planted during the new moon. Things could be popping up right now, new opportunities. Also be mindful, whatever you plant will come. So if it was something more negatively focused, don't be surprised if that also pops up, because whatever your energy was during the new moon is what will come now. So all of that being said, ideally you've harvested some really beautiful, luscious, positive, exciting aspirations and things that you want to bring into your life. So this will just help you tap into that. And all of that being said, whenever you're ready, join me on your mat. Start with me at the top of your mat. Place your feet about hip width distance apart. Roll your shoulders down and back. Let's get nice and rooted in our feet, grounding ourselves. Extend your palms towards the front of the room. Roll your shoulders down and back and get into your mountain pose. So here you're going to engage your hips to ribs, ribs to hips. Clench here, nice and tight. Everything's active. Your calves, your shins, hamstrings, quads, glutes. Everything here is very, very active. Triceps, biceps. Just stabilizing and rooting through. And release and shake it out. We're going to start in tree pose. So whatever variation works for you, ground into your left foot, and you can either prop your little side foot up here on your ankle, or you can bring it towards your calf, or if you have a little bit range of motion, dexterity, and strength, you can press your heel and the base of your foot into the left thigh. So your left thigh presses into your foot and your foot presses into your thigh. Nice and long through the spine, nice and tall. Take your palms and press them together at heart center in prayer. And then take your thumbs and guide them to your third eye. Set an intention, connecting your third eye, your crown. This is the space of Pisces. Stabilizing through your foot. And gently release. Shake it out. Same thing other side. So as it's eclipse season, once again, find your footing. It places some things in the shadows. Some things fall away. You want to allow them to fall away with ease. Hands to heart center in prayer. Rooting through your right foot. Press your left foot into your right thigh. And guide your thumbs to your third eye. Connecting with this space. Guide your breath there. Let the crown of your head come nice and stable towards the sky. If this is too hard for you to have your thumbs at your third eye, that's totally fine to keep them at heart center. This just slightly challenges your balance. And release. Shake it out. Go ahead and face the front of your mat. Roll your shoulders down and back. Inhale both arms out and up. To gently lean back. Really extend your fingertips towards the sky. Lengthen through your spine. And on your exhale, start to forward fold, swan dive. Guide your palms towards the mat. Inhale here, halfway lift, palms to shins, flat back, shoulder blades down and back towards one another, engaging your core. Exhale, press your palms to the mat and step back for your plank. We're going to go through a vinyasa. Hold your plank here just for a moment to root yourself through your palms and your toes. Inhale here, heart towards the ground. You can lower your knees or not. Exhale, upward dog. Tuck your tailbone, shoulders down and back. Inhale here and exhale, raise your hips up and back for downward facing dog. Go ahead and press into one foot and the other, so maybe bend into one knee and the other. Really root through your fingertips, your toes, lengthen through your spine. Your biceps are towards the front of the room. Once again, bring your focus to your third eye and your crown, breathing into that space, connecting that space. On your next inhale, raise your right leg up and back for three-legged dog. So inhale, right leg up and back, nice and straight through that knee. Exhale, step it through, low lunge. Inhale here to lengthen through your spine. And on your exhale, press through your right foot to come up into your high crescent. Roll your shoulders down and back. Maybe rotate your pinkies towards one another to create space in your shoulders. Rooting through your toes, rooting through your heel. Nice and long through your spine. Tailbone pointing down. Inhale here to lengthen. On your exhale, rotate out into your warrior two. Nice and bent in your front knee. Straight in your back, nice long spine, hips to ribs, ribs to hips as you clench those abs. Gaze over your right middle finger. Rooting through your feet here. Inhale, gently lean forward. On your exhale, palms towards the sky. And come back into reverse warrior. Nice and long through that arm. Maybe gaze up if that feels good on your neck. Nice and long through your side body. Breathing into the space. Inhale here. Exhale, come up into your warrior two. Inhale to lengthen and exhale, straighten through your right front leg. One more inhale. Exhale, hinge at your hip and come into your triangle pose. So wherever this is for you, block or not, just honor yourself where you're at. You want to shift your left hip towards the back and your right hip press forward. Nice and long through your torso. Nice and long through your spine. Maybe gaze up if that feels good. Just rooting here, breathing into the space. Starting to bring movement into our hips, into our sacral chakra. Inhale, rotate yourself forward. Keep your arm extended if that feels okay. Plant your left hand to the ground. Plant your right hand to the ground. Lift your back heel and step it back for your plank. Go through your vinyasa here. So inhale, exhale, heart to the floor. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, tuck your toes, bend your knees, and lift your hips up and back for downward facing dog. Nice and rooted into your feet, into your hands. Nice and long through your spine. Connecting your third eye space, breathing into that space. Connecting into your crown chakra. Imagine a white light at the top of your head, casting a spotlight on the ground beneath it. One more breath here. Inhale, raise your left leg up and back for three-legged dog, nice and straight through that back leg. Exhale, step it through, low lunge. Nice and long through your spine. Inhale here. Exhale, rise up for your high crescent. Pinkies towards one another, shoulders down and back. Nice and long through your back leg, bent in your front leg. Tailbone pointing down, creating length in your spine. Nice little balancing posture here on that back toe. Inhale here, exhale, rotate out into your warrior two, shoulders down and back, nice and long through your spine. Gaze over your middle finger. I'll turn to face you. Stay nice and bent in your front leg, nice and straight in your back. Back foot's parallel to the edge of the mat. Hips to ribs, ribs to hips. Clench those abs. Inhale to gently glide forward. On your exhale, palm towards the sky. Come back into your reverse warrior. Do your best to stay nice and straight through that elbow. Have energetic fingers here. Lengthening through this side body. Breathing into the space we're creating. Rooting into our feet. Inhale to rise. Exhale, straighten into your left leg. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, hinge at your hip and come into your triangle on the other side. So wherever this is for you, honor yourself where you're at. Rotate your hip, your right hip towards the back, your left hip towards the front. Create length in your spine and maybe gaze up if that feels good on your neck. Breathe into your sacral chakra, which is right where your organs, your sexual organs are. It's for creativity. It only makes sense, right? That's where we create as humans. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, gently rotate your spine forward if you can, if that feels good. Lengthen through your spine. Exhale, press right palm to the ground. Press left palm to the ground. Bend into your front knee, lift your back heel, and step it back for plank. Hold plank here. Inhale to get ready. On your exhale, lower into your chaturanga. Knees or not. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Tailbone pointing down. Exhale, tuck your toes, knees bent. Come back into your downward facing dog. Nice and long through your spine. Nice and rooted into your feet. Once again, focus on your third eye and your crown chakra. Inhale, right leg up and back, nice and straight. Exhale, step it through. Inhale to lengthen. And exhale, rise. We actually should have done it on the other side because I want us to go into goddess pose. Come into your goddess pose, but I'll turn to face you. So, goddess is horse stance or goddess pose, whatever you're more familiar with. Arms are nice and parallel to the ground, nice and bent in those knees. Knees are coming towards the back. Tailbone pointing down, hips to ribs, ribs to hips. Holding it here. Go ahead and lift your right heel and lower it. Lift your left heel. Lower it. Right heel. Lower it. Left heel. Lower it. And one more time to lift the right. And then stay lifted. Lift your left. There we go. Try to sink lower. Lower, lower, lower. And release. Come all the way up. Shake it out. Just for a moment, we're going to get right back into it. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, root through your feet. One more inhale here. On your exhale, back out into your goddess pose. All right, so bring your hands to your knees. Inhale to lengthen through your spine, and exhale, gently gaze over your right shoulder. Lean forward a little bit here and press into your left hand to create a twist through your spine. Nice twisting goddess pose here. Inhale back to center, and we're going to do the same thing on the other side. So go ahead and gaze over your left shoulder. Press into your right palm. Lengthen through your spine. Inhale back to center. Exhale to rise. Go ahead and bring your feet parallel to one another. Hands on your hips. Inhale to lengthen here through your spine, and on your exhale, maybe bend into your knees and allow your torso to fall all the way in between your thighs or as close as it can. Lengthen through your spine. Crown of your head towards the earth.
creating space, connecting your hips, your third eye, your crown chakra. They're all going right through the chakral system. You can't really touch one without touching the other. All right, place your hands down to the mat and gently start to bend into your knees. Rotate your heels inwards towards one another and come down into your garland pose. So, toes out, long through your spine, hands pressed together at heart center, lengthening here. Shoulder blades down and back, shoulders away from your ears, elbows pressing into your knees and knees pressing into your elbows. Gently rock from right to left, helping release any tension in your hips. Place your hands on the mat, and this time lower your right knee down. Come back to center and lower your left knee down. Come back to center. Right. Just getting a little movement in. Left. Come back to center. And now press into your palms and lower both knees to the mat. And come back into your thunderbolt. So just sit your seat on your heels. Roll your shoulders down and back, nice and long through your spine. Just re-grounding yourself. Maybe shift from one side to the other to kind of help move some more flow of oxygen and blood into your knees. All right, we're going to come into hero's pose. So I'm going to turn so you can see it more from the side. Now, option to grab a bolster, a block. In fact, I can show you as an example. So if you needed one or two of these, you can place it under your sit bones here, okay? Your knees, ideally, as close together as you can. Your feet are a little farther than hip width distance apart. You're going to start to lean back as far as is comfortable for you. So this is option with a block. You're going to do the same thing without the block if you have that range of motion. And you just lean back as much as feels comfortable for you. So you can lower down to your elbows if that's possible for you. And then the last version is gently lower your head all the way to the ground. Option to guide your arms up over your head and clasp opposite elbows and just breathe into the space here. This is kind of, no, I'm not going to say it's kind of, it is definitely an awkward pose. It's a pose that probably not a lot of people do, but it's very beneficial. It's lengthening a little bit into your lower back, your quads, your hip flexors. Just creating a lot of space here. Getting right into that sacral chakra. All right, if you followed me all the way down, press your elbows into the ground and allow them to help you up. Gently rise. Shift your weight forward. Press your palms in front of you. Lift your seat from the earth. And guide your arms up to the left as you extend your legs out ahead of you. Move any fleshy bits away from your sit bones. Inhale here to lengthen through your spine. And as you exhale, gently hinge from your hips. Draw your navel in. Your heart is moving forward. Your belly button is going towards your thighs. We're just gently, mindfully lowering as much as feels good. Do your best to keep the rounding out of your spine, but if that feels necessary, then that's understandable. Also, option here to sit on this yoga block. If that feels better, right under your sit bones, so you can lengthen forward. That helps a lot. And just a few more breaths here. And gently rise. I'll face you. You can face me if you'd like. Coming into our butterfly pose. So bring your feet together, the base of your feet together, nice and long through your spine. And we're going to take our thumbs and bring them onto the inside of your feet, just below the balls of your feet. Inhale here to lengthen, exhale. Press your elbows into your knees and gently lean forward. Creating space, connecting to your sacral chakra, thinking about what creative endeavors you want to bring into your current life and into your future. Maybe something that you put down for a while you want to pick back up. Maybe something you're creating now you realize you want to put that down instead and pick up something new and move a different direction. You can always do that. There's nothing wrong with pivoting in life. And gently rise. Help your knees back towards one another. Extend the mat ahead of you to shake them out. So next we're going to come into our pancake pose. So, pancake is also a very awkward pose. Now your version of splits, or something like splits, it's not quite traditional splits. Splits is a little different, but like a split, allow your legs to come out as wide as they can, comfortably. We don't want to push ourselves too hard here. You want to still be able to sit nice and tall through your spine and point into your toes. Press your quads and your hamstrings down into the ground. So to press your hamstrings down, you activate your quads here, okay? Inhale to lengthen through your spine and exhale, hinge from your hips. And your legs are moving out this way and your torso is moving in this way. So me towards you. You can gently rock from side to side as you start to lower yourself down if that feels good. Remember to breathe nice, long, deep inhalations and exhalations. That relaxes your nervous system and allows your body to really kind of get into a safe version of whatever your version of these postures are. So if you can have the full range of motion and do currently to lower yourself all the way down, then by all means, keep going. Really open the space. Breathe into your hips, to your third eye, into your crown of your head. Connecting these spaces. Letting yourself be inspired from something outside of yourself. What do you want to bring into your world? What do you want to create? It doesn't always have to be a project. It doesn't have to be art. It can be anything. Create a family, create a business, a garden. And gently start to press up. Rise all the way up. Shake your legs out. Bring them back in. Shake them out a little bit more. I know that gets pretty juicy in there into those thighs. All right, now we're going to come to face the front of our mat once again. So feet about hip width distance apart, nice and long through your spine. Palms towards the sky. On your exhale, gently lower down one vertebra at a time. The head's going to be the last thing to go. All the way down. Nice and carefully. Extend your legs out ahead, arms away from you. A nice full body stretch here. Imagine as if ropes were attached to your feet and your hands are just pulling you apart. And gently come back to center. So we're going to come into fish pose because Pisces, right? All right, so press into your elbows. Legs are active here. And just arch your back, arch your heart towards the sky, and bring the crown of your head to the earth. Breathing into your throat chakra, into your heart chakra, your sacral. Really rooting your hips, connecting your third eye to your crown. Maybe point through your toes if you can. One more breath here. And gently press into your elbows and release that bend from your back. Once again, another full body stretch here. Imaginary ropes pulling you apart. And come back to center. Bring your feet towards the base of your bum. And your arms out to the side. And just gently rock your knees from right to left and left to right. Little windshield wiper action here, just to kind of release your spine a little bit. Let your knees fall to the right and stay gazing towards the left. Nice little gentle spinal twist here. And gently bring your knees back to center and to the left and gaze over to your right. And just breathe into your spine, releasing anything. Nice, easy little stretch here. All right, and let your knees come back to center. Bring your knees into your chest, your tailbone down towards, away from you rather. And gently circle your knees from left to right and then right to left. We're just releasing our lower back here a little bit. Once again, let the base of your feet come down to the mat and let your legs extend away from you, but flopping open here, the insides of your feet towards the sky. Bring your arms gently away from your body a little bit, about a 45-degree angle. Palms towards the sky. And allow yourself to start to melt away into your Savasana. Breathing in from the base of your feet to the crown of your head. And from the crown of your head to the base of your feet. Scanning your body for any points of tension and letting them go. Releasing your forehead, eyes, cheeks, and chin. Letting go of your neck, chest, shoulders, and upper back. Release your arms, wrists, hands, and fingers. And letting go of any tension in your lower back, your abdomen, your hips, and your glutes. Release your legs, ankles, feet, and toes. Get nice and heavy here, nice and melted into the earth. Cultivating inner peace, honoring this present moment, feeling your breath expand. And start to wiggle your fingers and your toes to bring some movement back into this body. Gently guide your feet towards your seat, knees are towards the sky. Start to shift your weight towards the left to lie on your left side. As you guide your left arm under your head as if it were a pillow, right palm into the ground, just ready to brace you. Nice and easy breath. Press into your right palm to guide yourself up into a nice easy seat to face me. Roll your shoulders down and back. Get nice and long through your spine. Option to have your block or bolster, something to sit your sit bones on so you can create length in your spine and lengthen your hips. We're going to do a little bit of Nadi Shodhana before we end this class. So take your right hand, your two fingers together, the midpoint of your eyebrows, so near your third eye. Your thumb is going to go over your right nostril so you can breathe through your left nostril, and then your ring finger is going to go on your left nostril so you can breathe through your right nostril. So follow me. So inhale through your left, so thumb to right nostril. Exhale through your right. So ring to left nostril. Inhale through left. Exhale through right. Inhale through left. Exhale through right. Inhale through left. Exhale through right. Last time, inhale through left. And then hold both nostrils. Don't breathe. Chin to chest. Release. Take a deep breath here. And then same thing on the other side. So inhale through right nostril. Exhale through left. Inhale through right. Exhale through left. Inhale through right. Exhale through left. Last time. Inhale through right. Exhale through left. Hold both nostrils closed. Don't breathe. Chin to chest. And release. Nice deep breaths here. Lift your head. Roll your shoulders down and back. Roll them forward. We're just connecting both hemispheres of the breath or of the brain there. Just to help open up that creativity, open up your vessel for receiving, thinking, and creating. Guide your palms towards the sky, nice and long through your spine. Option to close your eyes here. And just guide your breath from the base of your seat to the crown of your head. And from the crown of your head to the base of your spine. Honoring and opening the space, feeling the space we've created. Feeling the light weightlessness of your body. Thinking about being ready to receive any inspiration, to move forward with any thoughts, plans, actions, goals, anything you want to create in your life. Allowing yourself to be open to work outside of yourself and within yourself. Inhale, raise both arms out and up. Press palms together. Exhale, bring hands to heart center. Inhale, lengthen through your spine, and as you exhale, gently hinge from your hips to bow to yourself and honor yourself. Thank yourself for giving you the time to connect your mind, body, and spirit. Namaste. I hope you really enjoyed that and that you feel a lot more connective and open and able to kind of tap into your creative flow and, your downloads, as we'll say. It's a very common phrase that's thrown around, but that's essentially what it is. So just allow yourself to be very open and receptive, and hopefully you feel more in touch with that space. And take that intention through the rest of your day and into the next coming days. So I guess until next time, let your light shine and namaste.